So I wanted to quickly go over what to do with like business finance, things of that nature. So firstly, I would say have a separate account for your business. Yes. So like it doesn't even matter if it's a business account or if it's a personal account. You don't need to have a business account off the bat, especially if you're just like starting by yourself. I would say like just have a separate account. It can be a an online bank. It doesn't even matter. OP, any online bank. Just find a way to separate the money that you make from your business from your own personal accounts, like your own personal money, because it would help with the next step, which is like budgeting. So I created like a budget of what to do with finances on Notion. So I always use Notion. Like everybody in my real life knows that I ramble about Notion like every day, all day. And I'm also a Notion builder partner. So if you actually want to use Notion for your business, you can get 3 months of Notion Business and AI when you click the link in the bio or on the screen, anywhere that you see it. I would also just tag the template that I created that works perfectly. So you just need to put the money that you make for your business like in a collecting account and how you want to separate it. Talking about why are we talking about even having a budget? Because a certain amount of money needs to go like to restocking if it's like a physical business ahead of time. A certain amount of money needs to go into things like paying your staff. A certain amount of money needs to go for taxes. It's tax season. We literally just pay taxes. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. So like you have to pay tax. So like always I'll just like say keep a certain amount of every money that you make aside and just like be thinking about taxes. Just don't even start off the bat like breaking the law. But that's if your business is registered. I would advise that your business is registered. I didn't register my business very early because I started my business like when I was very, very young, like secondary school. But I would say register your business when you're ready. You can start off with a business name. It's stage by stage, really. I always say stage by stage because I learned through doing. So yeah. So I talked about separating your money, have a budget, like so that you know how to separate the money that you're even making. And another part of this money I'm going to talk about is investing. I know early on a lot of business owners talk about like investing all the money that they make back into the business. I understand that, but I also would say like also think about like money instruments. I guess there's a level in business that you have to get to think about things like that. But like investing in financial instruments with your business. I know that in Nigeria we have Piggyvest now has Piggyvest for business. Cowrywise has Sprout, mutual funds. But what I'm saying is that you can actually apply with your business documents. So these are assets that your business owns, and it's not your like investments per se. It's like it's your business that owns these assets. So I would say like this is something that you have to like really think through. Like there has to be a stage that you get in your business because at the early stage you like really want to pour into your business, like ensure that you're stocking right, like you're finding the best producers, manufacturers and things like that. But I just wanted to share these tips and these tools that have really helped with like me with business finance and how to like really understand how to handle business financing. I hope that it helped. Not business financing in the way of like financing your business. What I just spoke about today is just like what to do with your business finance. But I guess like we can actually even speak about like business financing, like how do you finance your business if you want to start a business. I would say the number one thing is yourself. Like you have to believe in yourself and in what you're doing to finance your business. Like I would say like definitely there are different ways, but I would say if you have like a 9 to 5, then you now think of starting your business, like you can definitely use proceeds from your 9 to 5 to invest in your business. I don't think it's illegal. I don't think there's any clause in any 9 to 5 like dotted lines that would say don't use money from your 9 to 5 to fund your dreams. Like I think that's like the number one thing that we always overlook. Like, you can actually be the number one person that finances your business, and you can start small. And next would be family. Of course, family is gonna come into the picture. You definitely have to bring your family over. Like, I was being surprised, like, when, like, I think last year, was it last year, my mom like made a statement, was like, oh, you've always been entrepreneurial. And I was like, oh no, I think I was reading about Ravi Khan's book, yes, and I saw a part where he said, like, ask your parents, ask people that knew you when you were growing up, like, about like the characteristics or things like that that stood out to them when you were growing up. And I think my mom said something about that, and I was surprised, because, like, did I really think about it like that? Like, I always knew that I will hustle, like, unprovoked, like, unprovoked really. But that was something like that she knew. So, like, it wasn't like that. Like, I guess, like, you just have to know the people that are around you, and like how they believe in you, and you just have to win them over. I'm not saying like have a pitch deck and you're explaining on the television, this is what, if that works, that's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to say that works. Then friends, you can actually speak to your friends, like, okay, so I have this plan. You can either go through the lines of, like, you're borrowing me this money, I'm going to pay you back, look at my 9 to 5, look at the plan. Or through the way of, like, you're going to be like a co-founder, you're giving me this money for me to run the business, and as we make money, we are making money for both of us. Do you hear what I'm saying? So yeah, like, that's another way to, you know, go about like business financing. Then there is external financing, like if you want to go through, like, would I even say banks is the first place to go to? I would say maybe like investors. And I think that we had this chat in a group that I'm part of, Gather House, where we were talking about like how it's hard to finance like brick and mortar businesses, like businesses that, oh, the song was too much, oh my, businesses that are not in like the tech field, because, you know, it's, I don't know, it's just like, it feels like there are not a lot of investors that would invest in like a jewelry brand, you know, a clothing brand. But to be honest, there are actually investors that are doing that. I think maybe I should even like create, maybe I would do some research and just link them. But I know a couple of those, but I know about, let's go to free financing. There are grants. So there are grants that you could actually win, and, you know, they would give you money from, there are certain programs that we have attended that, you know, we get to have perks. Last year we were part of the, what's it called, Mastercard Foundation. Like, we were part of the program, and after that we were invited to participate in and so we had the opportunity to come display our products and things like that, and get people from like all over like Africa to see our products, and it was so beautiful. And they had another one that they called us back, like, it was wholesome, loved it. And, you know, there's also programs like the Gather House. Oh my god, I love the Gather House, like, you know, they are so wholesome. We were part of their, when they clocked 1 year, yeah, we came to the house and we also displayed our products. And all these are like other ways, like, it might not be direct funding, but it's just like way of investing in your business as well. So yeah, that's all I wanted to really speak about today. I just really wanted to speak about financing in terms of like business and stuff like that. But I will definitely be speaking, I think the next video that I made is about like tools that I use for productivity. It's literally all over the place, but I hope that you get the value that I spoke about and shared in that video. And yes, I will see you on my next one. Bye.